Good morning, good evening, everyone. Today we have our student, Dr. Srishti Kharal, a very special achievement. She moved from one interview to 9 interviews in this past season, and she matched without on-site USCE, put in a lot of effort. So she wants to share some tips with all the aspirants. So welcome, Srishti. Glad to have you.
Thank you, Pawan. Thank you for having me here.
So let's start with your background, some overview of your profile.
Okay, so I basically come from Nepal. I did my MBBS from China, was graduated in 2009. And then there was a mandatory home country internship, 1 year of internship. So basically I completed my internship in 2010. And then I did some home country experiences and joined my pediatric residency. And having completed it in 2017, I actually wanted to pursue USMLE from my MBBS stage, but because of some personal reason, I was not able. And after doing my MD, I got an opportunity to visit US, and then I realized the study, the exposure, the technical, all the infrastructures that we read in the book is available there. And there is a huge, broad opportunity in this field. And I wanted to pursue my further education from US then after. And but I was said that I would rather apply for fellowship than the residency. And but while I was applying for fellowship, I also applied for residency, which did not work in my first year. But with all the supports, with correcting myself in that 1 year, I was also badly hit by the pandemic. I had a very worst experience with that. Everything got devastated, including physical, mental, and financially. I was devastated with that experience. I was locked down in the US for another 9 months, having my 9-month baby back home. So that was kind of challenges I had. And with the second year, with all correcting myself, with help of my family, with the Sarthi team, I was able to make out to 9 to 10 interviews. And yeah, I accepted a pre-match. The first interview itself was a pre-match, and I accepted it. And here I am.
So thank you for the overview. This is good, very good. So now let's just dive into your challenges. You had mentioned some of it. So let's get into details. Old YOG, of course, you don't control, pandemic, lack of USC. So let's talk about what you felt were the major challenges and how did you overcome?
Okay, yeah. Initially, I thought that only the score was important in order to get match. But when I got into this journey, then I realized that I'm an old graduate, so I have to have some extra factor than other candidates. And then I went to US for my clinical observership, where I was able to do a couple of weeks of observership in a clinic, in pediatric clinic. And also I was there for my CS, but because of the pandemic, all of a sudden on 16 February, lockdown was declared. It was national emergency was declared in United States. So everything was shut down for a while, hoping that it would resume, CS would resume. I was there for another 7 months. And in the interim, I also prepared for my CK, and the score and not having CS, I could not score much. It is in the range of 240s. If I would have got all the privilege with a good mind and everything, I would have scored better. But it was a challenge for me. But that was not in my hands. So that was beside. I could not do my CS. So I knew that I am already in. That was my drawbacks for the application. But still, I was trying my best to apply for that year in 2019. So I came back to my country after 9 months. I gave an OET. That was another thing that I had to prepare. And somehow I did that. But my application was very late. I got my ECFMG certified on 8th November. So that was something, it was not in my hand. but still I got one interview in that year, and that year was something very much challenging. I did not realize the importance of how CV and the personal statement put us all apart from other candidates. A good CV, a good personal statement, besides the letter of recommendation and USCE exposure. So now I'm in my home country. Everything is the international traveling is banned. So I came to know about USMLE Sarthi, and beside working for my CV, for my PS, I was working with Sarthi regarding the search of telerotation, and I found a very good mentor. She's a program director of one of the renowned hospital, and I think that her letter of recommendation meant a lot to me, and that is one plus point for my positive application. And also, Sarthi helped me to achieve a very good profile, especially with the personal statement and CV. When I just check and when I compare my last year application and this year application, there's a vast change. This year, the application was corrected by the journalist, by entire team. Besides, I was also taking help from my other family and relatives and the friend who were doing lectures. So yeah, I think it is a collective. It goes in a collectively that one has to get matched. It is not only score, not only document CV or personal statement, not only telerotation. You have to have all in a hand for a good application and a successful batch.
Okay, this is good, very good. Now let's talk about, so you walked us through the journey of last year versus this year, the transformation in your application, personal statement, all that you brought together. Let's talk about interviews, right? So you're an old graduate, although you have home country residency. What were programs looking for in the interview as you were discussing with them? And what do you think shown for you? What clicked for you?
Okay, first, the main thing the interviewer is trying to see in us is the communication skill, and if and they are also trying to match the thing that you have written in your personal statement does match with you in person or not. So what I wrote in the telerotation was what exactly I had observed, I had followed, or I had shadowed, be it in a virtual, but I had done everything that, and they were very much curious to know that how telerotation operated. And because I had that experience, I did it with all my hard work. I was able to impress my program director, and she had also written the letter of recommendation. I think so. She might have written in that way. And they were very much curious with my personal statement and the letter of recommendation, which I focused with my telerotation because I had the only extra point that year that I did the telerotation. And they were curious to know how I did it. And the only one thing I had in my hand regarding telerotation is the simulation and the EMR classes they used to give us once in a week. I spoke a lot on that because they knew most of the internal medicine candidates have been doing telerotation. They have been taking patient history virtually. Everybody is doing that. But I think doing and attending simulation virtually, attending EMR classes virtually is one extra point, and everybody were curious on that. And also they went through my CV and they were asking each and every detail that I had in my CV, and I was confident on what I wrote. So yeah, you should know what is there in your CV and in your personal statement, because they have been doing this since years, and they can catch you in one point that whether you are making it up or it is all by yourself. So yeah. The enthusiasm, the communication skill, it's not that you don't speak, you're an introvert, that's your personality. But here, when you want someone to hire you in your program, then I think you should speak out, you should be loud, you should be clear, and just fake it until you make it, but be confident. So yeah, you should speak out. You should sign a very small thing that you have in yourself. So be it a small volunteership or be it any small social work that you have done, say that you have done it. And if you don't say it, they won't know it, because there are hundreds of documents that they have gone through and they don't care it. So you have to like speak out, prove yourself. That's what I felt.
No, this is very inspiring, motivating. So now, in terms of students who may be applying, they may be getting ready to apply. What would your 4-5 main tips be? What can they do to get a good season going?
Okay. One, come out of your comfort zone. Try to get help as much as possible, because this 1 year counts a lot to you. If you have to spend money, spend it out, because it's all worth at the end. So work on your personal statement, approach to the people, and get it corrected every day, every morning and night. Another thing is work on your CV. Of course, you know it by now. You must have known it, how you will do it. So work on your CV, work on your communication skills, do a lot of mock tests. Not one with the old close friend. Try to come out of your comfort zone and do with any strangers that they are available in a group. And another thing is try to reach out to the college or program students that are already doing their residency over there. What I used to do is every night I used to sit and I used to scroll. I used to see the name student graduation year, and I used to contact them as much as possible if they are in LinkedIn, if they are in Instagram, or if they are in Facebook. And I would say that I got 2 interviews with that chain of link. And however, I did not attend that interview, but those were very helpful. So try to have a good communication skill, write email or talk to them by making out some time, or text them multiple times, and they will realize how consistent you are, or how curious you are for this journey. So, and then you'll get help. If you won't make an effort, you won't get anything. You have to work for yourself in order to get a successful match.
That is very, very motivating, Srishti. Thank you very much. And I hope this is very useful to the applicants. Is there anything else that we missed you want to talk about, or we covered everything?
I think I had some extra publications as well. I have 5 publications in my CV, and I think those also counted. I was asked about I had my thesis in my home country, which I wrote as my publication, and I was asked 1 line on that thing. Overall, those are the important points.
Thank you very much, Srishti, for your help to the other applicants. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Pawan.
Good
Thank
luck
you so
for
much.
your
You guys have been doing a great job. Especially, I was a kind of an introvert who would not reach out to other people, and therefore I was looking for help. I was helpless, and in the meantime, I got you, and it was kind of a strength to me. The mock test was very helpful for me. I attended a mock test on 26th October. My first interview was on 28th October, and I felt like I was doing it like multiple times. It was a very new normal to me. Interview. So I think the mock interviews were very useful to me. It was very productive. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Srishti, and good luck for your residency.
Thank you, Pawan. Good night from Nepal. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.